Hi everyone, welcome to round 4 from Berry. So hopefully I was going to bounce back. Now I'm finally playing someone low rated, a 143 ECF called Litherland, and I had black this game and I was hoping to win, but it's going to be tough and complex, I guess. He played E4, so of course I played E6, Nh3 D5. Now he played, of course, E takes D5, which is a very boring exchange variation, and I would have no idea why players want to play like this for white. It's just symmetrical. Black's likes to go bishops open, so we got the discontinuation. And black is already level because white's opening is unambitious, but where to go from here? How do I unbalance it? I have no plan. If white castles queenside as well, because I only know the hack attack lines of opposite side castling well. Bishop g3. Now I took just to unbalance it, but give him an open H file. The queen d7, preferring queenside castling. He played bishop e2, and he was still on 29 minutes at this point and slowly built up in a rather intimidating clock lead during the course of this game. He was playing like that fast that I barely had time to recover after my move or get my move in. So I castle queenside, hoping he could castle kingside, but that was an illusion. He played knight f1, rerouting the knight. Now he's consolidating my king position with king b8. And after queen b2, I was like, he's going to castle long and my winning chances are almost nil. Ah well, surely I can't lose. Bishop f4, recycling the bishop to point at white's king queenside. Knight h4, harassing the bishop, and now I played a passive move with bishop e6. Should have played bishop e4, provoking f3, and then g5. And after f takes e4, d takes e4, because the white knight is trapped. So after this continuation, this is unbalanced the position a lot. So both sides have winning chances, like either past e pawn, but white seems maybe a bit more active, and that's a bishop against a knight. But I was too much of a passer to see all that. Played this move. He castles, and I have no plan and was already slipping far behind on the clock. G5. This weakens f6 and maybe even leaves a massive hole on f5, but it does gain space, I guess, so it's double-edged. Knight c8 is an alternative, aiming for these squares. Knight f3, bishop f7, recycling the bishop. Bishop b5. I'm not sure what this move achieves unless he was provoking me to weaken my queenside, and it worked, because I played these horrible moves. This move will come back to haunt me. And now the H file is being justified. Not good. Bishop g6. And white should maintain the tension with knight e3, but he played bishop takes g6, and I played knight takes g6. Definitely not h takes g6, because then it's completely symmetrical again. Knight e3. Knight g7. I am pushing wood around aimlessly. He's playing better moves and using very little time, and my disadvantage is growing. All in all, not good. And now he actually spent a couple of minutes on this next move, but it was a good move with knight e1, aiming for the c5 square, which I foolishly weakened, and which also gains a tempo on my queen. After knight c8, finally he starts bashing moves out at lightning speed again. Knight d3, knight a5, knight c5, and queen c6. And now he misses knight c2, threatening knight b4, forking my queen in a6, which also goes with check, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. This is crushing, and nothing can be done, so a brief respite there. When he played b3, which is too cautious and throws away nearly all his advantage. And after knight b7, challenging the strong knight before the other knight could reroute and hack my a6 pawn off the board. This is just why b5 was such a bad move. You should have played knight d3, because when you have a spatial plus, you should aim to keep pieces on. So this did me a favour. Rook a6 is an interesting move. He could have tried maybe knight g4, trying to win f6 and take advantage of the pawn move, because I had no plan. He just played king b1, getting off the c file, knight d6, and now black has equalised. I'm threatening knight e4 as well, so I might be trying to get the initiative back. f3 to stop that. And now I think my strategy should be to pick on the g-pawns, seeing as although my knight can't get to e4, I can try and hack, but I tried to hack his queen side up instead. a5. h5 was a better move. c1. g4 seems to be better as well, it's fixing the f5 square. I played a4, and now we played a good move with b takes a4. b4 looks more logical to keep the line shut, but the problem is that white now has no realistic ambitions of reaching hit my hole on c5, and I can easily reach his hole on c4. And black should double up on the e5 with small edge, and if white's knight moves, then man can come into c4. Play b takes a4, b takes a4, and then move this king off the b file. And I should have just played b8, and after he checks me, come back to c8. But I was in an attacking mindset, and this helps crucify my grade. And the king a7, rook b1. And now going to the a file was just suicidal. I should have played rook b8 after c4 after this continuation. Okay, I've lost the pawn for insufficient compensation, but in the game I blundered horrifically with knight b5, and now he played c4, and I am completely lost. At this point I wanted the ground to open up and swallow me. I've gone from 1 out of 1 on to go to top board to lose 3 games in a row and go right near the bottom. It's just hopeless, nothing I can do. I tried knight a3, but I should have resigned to check. The idea was I'd offered the c7 pawn as bait because we've checked, but he just put this instead. And it is resigned time after playing horrible for the 3rd game in a row. But at least in the other 2 I could say I lost to open strength players, but losing to someone 13 points lower in the exchange French is just completely unacceptable. However, of course there is stuff to be learnt, and I need to look at what to do if white goes castles queenside as well against the exchange French. Also, we had 20 minutes to my 4 in the final position, and so I reckon if I should have done something more tricky to make him think longer. But knight b5 was just terrible. But stay tuned to see if I can get my grading points back in the last 2 games. Okay, please like and subscribe, and please leave any comments and thoughts. Thanks very much.